Hello? Well, I bought one of these fucking stands. I bought one of these stands and I finally used it for 100 yen. But it's not... but now it makes everything difficult to read. Pretty shit. That's what I'm keeping. Just wondering, but I did find my gaijin card just today. Yeah. When you live in Japan, you get a card. Oh, what's up with this guy here? And I went for a job the other day. Went to look for jobs the other day, and the guy wouldn't fucking talk to me because I didn't have my card, so I went ballistic. So I might go back into town again today. See if I can get a job. Yeah, I live in Japan. I can't. Any Americans on here? I can't believe fucking Trump is taking. That's one thing I admire about Trump. When it comes to doing things bad, he does it. Like giving Rush Limbaugh, the biggest fucking fattest, lazy, hypocritical human being on earth, the fucking Freedom of Honor medal or something. Oh, fucking hell. Do they speak English? Well, some of them do. Where are you from, Harry Murphy? From Ireland. Me? When I was in England, my nickname was Harry. Because there was a comedian called Harry Worth. And so my name's Gary Firth, so I became from Nigeria. And I met a guy from Nigeria called Murphy. Are you not that Murphy, are you? Are you? No, I just dance like an Egyptian. Actually, I'm going to do a new video soon, and it's going to be called "My Computer is Goy." No, I don't walk like that. I walk like an Egyptian. Hey Jay, how's the wife? Jay, did you see that thing on the British TV the other morning about an 80-year-old woman wants to marry like a 35-year-old toy boy, and she wants to get a fucking a passport for him? It's mad for kids. Harry, have you got an uncle that's fucking left you a load of money? Well, you must be the only fucking Nigerian that hasn't. Yeah, she was on Good Morning TV telling the world that she's used a full jar of J.Y. Kelly and she couldn't walk for 2 days. On your next speech, you work at a Santa? Yeah, that's me. Hey, Ed. Hey, Davey. Fucking Pelosi. I don't particularly like that woman, Pelosi. She's just fucking too much makeup on. I don't. She's just as bad as Trump, as difficult to like. And but when she ripped up that fucking speech, that was fucking classic. That's one of the most defining moments in American history. Yeah, they found one person got it, but they're all fucking filthy rich, aren't they, Ed? It's just a game to them, mate. They don't give a fuck about most people, whether they're Democrat, Communist, or fucking Republican. They've quarantined a ship-going ferry. What do you call them? A cruise liner. No, Davey, I've never been to Ireland, but I saw the pub on Galway Girl. That pub, the pubs look absolutely fantastic, and I've been told that there's a pub in Ireland that's got the world's longest bar. Have you been in that pub? My granddad was 100% Irish because he was born in England, and his mum and his dad and his mum and dad they came over to Sheffield, and my granddad was born in Sheffield, so he's 100% Irish. My mum's half Irish, and I'm a quarter Irish, but I don't want any money, don't worry. Yeah, if you maybe just type in world's longest bar. But the bars just look fantastic, you know what I mean? There are there's a bar here, one or two bars. There's one or two bars, and they have, do you want to look at my coat? Do I fucking look like a wealthy man? I have had money, but it seems to leave my possession. No, I'm not wealthy. I'm about fucking $10,000 in debt. I look wealthy. Fucking hell, you better get your fucking eyes tested. Do I have a job? Of sorts. I'm trying to get a full-time job now and do my other job in the daytime. Oh, I like that. I like those little, with those, yeah, I do dry a Bentley, but first I've got to wash it. Yeah, well, just fucking donate $2,000 to me. That would be very kind of you. I am wanting it, yeah. So I'm trying to cut down today. I had instead of getting a second piece of food, I got another coffee. Hey, you used to be able to get refill coffees in Japan until a few years ago. Can you get refill coffees in America? Did they kill the man with the coronavirus? No, they probably put him in hospital. But it looks like it's a very small mortality rate. I live in a big building with about 8 rooms, and it's all full of crap. I think I'm being probed dead. Am I okay? No, I'm going into slow mental decline. Any job, any people that are offering jobs, I'm only kidding, slightly. Yeah, I think I'll be fucking mad within the year. Yeah, that was a sad day when they stopped giving out free coffee in Japan. Because I'd have like at least definitely get 1 extra cup, and sometimes 3. Because it costs fuck all to make. Do I have a wife? I do, but we're separated. You should get a job on the. Are you a question master on a show in fucking Nigeria, Harry? There's refillable juice. When I was 18, I went to join the police, and I thought I did okay. I did okay on the test, but not on the interview. I know what it was. Just told you, Kenmare's in Ireland. A nightmare is in my head. It was like that guy on $6 Million Man when they beat a replica, and he drank boiling hot coffee from the cup straight away. Remember that one, Ed? That was a fucking good show, that one. To Joe in Kenmare. Hello, Joe. How are you in Kenmare? J-Vlog, next time you get married, ask to see a fucking marriage certificate. Oh, I know the chat. How's Japan? Better than fucking Britain. Harry Murphy, I don't believe you're Nigerian. What's MGTOW? My God. Oh dear. That's funny. Oh dear, that's fucking hilarious. Is that real? That's the first time I've ever seen that. Oh dear. You, so you're not Nigerian, but you're in Nigeria. I wonder if I can. I'm trying to. Oh dear. So, I'll tell you what. It's in China. I thought it was dying down, but they're fucking building. They're building loads and loads of hospitals. I wonder. Of men going their own way. Me going their own way. I prefer Ed's. I think Ed's is a lot. Yeah, well, that's the best way to close it down, to stop it spreading, yeah? One of the airlines in China, I think it's a British airline, but it's a Cathay Pacific. They have just asked all their employees to take a 3-week break. I live in near Nagoya. So do your students say they're scared or what, Jay? Jay, is this the first time that you've lived in Japan? Oh, that's good then. In Japanese houses, the heating system, there's no central heating. When I first came here, I got into it was coming into winter time, and they just sit with their legs under the kotatsu and fucking jackets on in the house. Well, I don't know him. Why do I live in Japan when I'm English? Because England's fucking shite. And if anybody's watching from England is offering me a job, I'm only kidding. Yeah, 16,000 is very expensive for electricity. But we would get a bill like that only in the summertime for the air conditioners. Emerald poo. I'll take your word for it. My electricity bills are about $40, 4,000 yen. I've just been and bought some kerosene this morning. Now, here's something you might not know. Did you know that put your hand up if you knew that. Well, I'm only by myself. I'm not in the house a lot. If I used to be in the house a lot, it might go up to like 6,000 would be expensive. But when I was working fucking really long days, it went under 4,000 yen. She know nothing about insulation. I made a video on it, on the vans that go around. It's a little bit more expensive. What kind of jobs you do? I do all sorts. But I was planning to go out today trying to fucking get some bicycles and get some money. I've got 24 days to try and earn 10,000 yen a day, but I've got some electrical wiring to strip. I think I might go into town and see if I can see that twat who wouldn't fucking next job. My Winston done nothing. My Winston. So last night, while I was watching Netflix comedy specials, and I was just stripping a load of wire in the bedroom. I'm hoping I can get like 30 kilos, not sure though. I need 30 kilos. I don't know what the price is now. Thank you, Dark Blizzard. It needs washing and, what do you call it? Put some... I need to find a fucking charger for my body gun. Yeah, I do. Yeah, could do with trimming and oiling. I need to start fucking conditioning it every day. So I don't know what's going to happen over the next month, because I don't know if the more airlines are going to stop fucking. I don't know. Iwama. PewDiePie. Whatever happened to PewDiePie? Did he come back yet? Oh, I know he's famous, but I don't blame him for taking a break because he seemed to like made a lot of videos, didn't he? I wonder if he fired all his team. No, I didn't watch him too much, but he's a likable guy. Interesting, funny. Now they're putting these fucking people on shows, aren't they? But now they can't leave the houses though, can they? You know, the army and the government, you got to stay in your house and one person can leave every 2 days to get essentials. Be saving some fucking money. Wu-Tang Glang. Yeah, you would have thought that he'd have made a video. Okay. It makes you think though, with a population the size of China, how many people were actually leaving China every day to go all over, you know, wherever they were going, whether it was on holiday to Japan or holiday to America, holiday to Europe. How many people were actually leaving China? But then again, if it's like in one area, 11. Free Hong Kong. Fuck Hong Kong. I was there for about 1 week, and I had to get out. And they're just rude in the shops. They're just rude cunts. Yeah, you should make a video about it, J-Vlog. You've got your finger on the pulse there. Take Zero. My favorite Japanese name is Take Shit. Free Willy. You know, there's one thing I found strange about China. I'm not talking about when I went there, but it's a communist state. But the medical bills are still very high. You would have thought, for example, in Cuba, I think healthcare is free. I'm not sure about Russia, but I would have thought that in China, they would make healthcare free for the people. I've been in Japan 30 years. So I was pissed off when the guy asked me for my gaijin card. When I went to Canada, and it was just many years ago, but Starbucks was just starting up, I think. And I was in Vancouver, I was in one Starbucks on the corner, and there was another fucking Starbucks on the opposite corner, like fucking about 10 meters away. two Starbucks on fucking on opposite corners, and everybody looking out of the window, fucking looking at people. That could be a song there, Ed. I want to visit Tim Hortons before I die. I could go to Starbucks on the corner, but then I'd cry. Do I? I think I can get by in French, and I know a little bit of Spanish, and that's it. A little bit of Spanish. I can say a few things in Spanish, but that's about it. And that is J-Vlog, you Canadians are fucking wild. Oh dear. Are there any Tim Hortons in America, like in Seattle, for example? You don't like? Why don't you like Spanish class? It's very. What's your native language? Can you imagine if your name was Sauce and you lived in Japan, you'd be soy sauce. I'm not eating. Fuck. I watched Dana Carvey last night. Very funny. It was a modern show as well, talking about politics. We salute the beer store when driving. Why don't you fucking get out, stop the car? So what's special about Tim Hortons then? Can you get burgers at Tim Hortons, or is it just coffee? I guess you get sandwiches, yeah, light meals. Was she an Inuit? The Inuit taking a shit. This is how Inuit shit in Tim Hortons. Good chili. I like good chili. What is ice cap? I'm in the way. I'm going. Wait, do you know what a mac shit is, don't you? Ed? Ice cappuccino, okay. Ed, do you know what a mac shit is? It's why I got banned from Gusto, because I was going for the Gusto shit. Later on tonight, maybe Tim Hortons coffee shop. Oh my, I'm getting a fucking cough. I'll watch it later, Ed. I dropped a deuce with some gusto. No, they complain because I would go in, just walk into the shop, get a drink of water, and then walk out, or sometimes go into the toilet, take a shit, and then walk out. Dropped a juice. Isn't juice D-E-U-C-E? All right, Jed, thanks for tuning in. Say hello to the wife. Yeah, I think I'm going to go. My truck's in Gusto parking, so I better go and pick that up. Drive down, see if I can earn some money. Got 2 gas boilers to break up. See you later, dudes. Bye-bye. I don't know if I'm still live or not, but I just watched that video, Ed. I'm guessing she wouldn't let him use the toilet, so lesson learned. If someone tells you they're dying for the shit, believe them.